maybe a little bit broader version of that question is, what does it look like to organize well as a distributor for product data? Where does it fall when you work with a distributor and it goes just really well because the distributor was ready to go and they had good processes and organization? What did that distributor look like in
Yeah.
terms of how
Well,
it's
if
structured? Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
and if we're talking about the org chart, and admittedly, Ian, we're heavily focused on the merchandising team and the
Yeah,
e-commerce team. So
sure.
that's where I always see it. But you might say, yeah, because you're looking at the keys underneath the lamp, and that's where we always are. So that's where I think all of those are. But I can just say from my experience, from an org chart perspective, that's typically where it is. Now, there's always going to still be IT because there's going to be
Right.
integrations and that type of thing. But we typically see it within the merchandising / e-commerce team, if that's the underlying question.
And they have, yeah. And is there
Going
someone who's go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
going up a level there, I think that it is best placed that merchandising, like PIM team, your merchandising or catalog management team is usually handling or is you interacting with that PIM system the most and running that process. I think that it is most effective when that organization sits within, I think the most common I've seen is marketing or sales. So that you recognize as an organization that that product data is about your go-to-market process. You're not doing product data for the sake of having more data. You're doing product data so you can sell more products. And I think it's important that the people working on product data roll up to some organization that has those goals
Yeah.
and can say, like, we're trying to run this new campaign, and so we need this data for that. And I think pushing that process over into IT or ops or something reduces that leverage a little bit.
Right. So both of you are saying it probably belongs in merchandising or marketing or maybe e-commerce, depending on the nature of the company,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.